Now the next few decks are named sort of silly. It's kind of low Scarabaeo's trademark. So they call it Ancient Turo of Lombardy. Well, it's not that ancient. It only came out in 1810. So it's only a couple hundred years old. I don't really think I'd call that ancient. Again, it says, yeah, it's the 1810. It's actually a reproduction of the Fernando Gumppemberg Milano Turo. There's the Fool. Here's the King of something. King of Coins. Queen of Cups. Knight of Swords, and the Page of Clubs or Staves. They actually look more like clubs in this particular deck. There's a 7 of Clubs, 9 of Coins, Ace of Swords, 5 of Cups, and again for trumps, my normal Fool, Sun, Devil, and Chariot. I like this deck. I like the style of illustrations. It looks very old-fashioned. It would fit in really well. Actually, almost all of these decks that I'm showing would work if you were going to like a Renaissance fair or something of that nature, where you want something to look period. This deck's pretty easy to get through Amazon as well. It's distributed by Llewellyn and Los Scarabaeo. Now the next one is called, when you buy it, it's called the Classic Turo. What it really is a remake of the Della Rocca deck, which came out, according to my notes, it's 1835. Here's the Fool. King of Coins, Queen of Clubs or Staves, Knight of Swords, and the Page of Cups. Now, again, I really like this style of illustration. I think it's nice. It looks very antique. There's the 4 of Staves, the 9 of Coins, the 3 of Swords, and the 8 of Cups. And my typical trumps with the Sun, the Devil, and the Chariot. This is one of my favorite old style decks as well. It's really nicely done. I like the colors, the illustrations. Again, it's a great one if you need something that looks period. Now the next deck is a very close remake of that deck, and it's called again Ancient Italian Turo, and it's not ancient. This came out in about 1830. I can't remember what I said on that last one. Let me see. So both of these came out about 1830, 1840 time frame. Now, again, this particular deck, it's a reissue of this classic deck, the Della Rocca, but they've changed a few of the illustrations. They're slightly different. Here is the Fool. Here's the King of Staves, Queen of Coins, the Knight of Cups, and the Page of Swords. Again, they're slightly different. The colors are a little bit different. The patterns on their clothes are a little bit different. The intra design is different between the actual pip numbering. Here's a 5 of staves, 10 of coins, 8 of swords, and a 2 of cups. Here again is the sun, and the devil. Let me get these up here a little bit better. And a chariot. Just for comparison, here's the other chariot, the other devil. I got them all mixed up. The sun, and the fool. So, like in this case, he's not cropped on the top. He's got a different design on his knapsack. The dog looks slightly different on the sun. This one has a filled in sun. This one has white. This devil has a bit different coloration. The eyes on this soul are red. The serpent looks slightly different. The flames are different. This thing coming up, lizard out of the fire, is different. The embellishments on the chariots are different color curtains. I actually like the illustration on the newer deck is a little different, is all. Okay, I'm almost up to the Rider Waite. Now the next deck that's in here is another deck that was specifically made for divination, and they call it the Universal Worth. It's Oswald Worth is who they're talking about. And it came out in 1889, so about 20 years before the Rider Waite. This is their Fool. Here's the King of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Page of Staves. Oh, this is, yeah, cups, swords, coins, staves. And their pip cards. Here's the 7 of staves, the 6 of coins, 10 of swords, and the 6 of cups. Very heavy symbolism in these decks. So, and it was made for divination. You have the 4 animals of the that represent the 4 winds and the 4 elements. A Star of David, that's a highly stylized occult version of the star. A 10 of Swords with the moon in 4 different phases, 2 versions of full, and however one of those is supposed to be the new moon because it's down here in the clouds when it would be dark. And same with the cups. And there's the sun and the devil and the chariot. Again, a very symbolic deck, one of the first really highly symbolic occult decks that came out. And it came out in 1889. So it's over 100 and some odd years old. And the last deck I'm going to feature here, which came out in 1893, they call it the Tarot of the Master. Again, I don't know why Los Scarabeo does that. They just name it something different. And it's a reproduction of the Giovanni Vachetta deck, which came out in 1893. And there is the Fool, King of Swords, the Queen of Staves, Knight of Coins, and the Page of Cups. And the staves, coins, swords, and cups. And like here it says Giovanni Vachetta, Pictore, blah blah blah. It's in Latin or Italian. Here's the sun, and the devil, and the chariot. And this deck actually came out in 1893. It actually looks much older than that, and it would probably work as a period deck as well. And that brings me to Rider Waite, which came out in 1909. And we've already looked at that set, so I'll just bring out the 2 cards, and oh, here we go. I moved my stack up here where it's ready to fall off the chair. And so that is the precursor decks to Rider Waite. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation, and like I said, most of these decks you can find directly through Amazon. Some of the ones that are made by other artists or are reproductions by other artists you can find through Etsy or eBay. Thanks for watching.